they say that the camera adds 20 pounds to everybody, so I want 5 of you to turn your phones off right now. As you can see, I look like I want to work out all the time. I have an exercise routine that I do on a daily basis. Get up in the morning, I fly off the handle, and beat around the bush, and dodge questions and dodge responsibility. So I try to do it at the end of the day as well. So with that, I go out on the weekends and I do the normal things. You know, I spin my wheels and do what people have told me all week long, take a hike. So just to make things go a little bit smoother. And but that's why I met my girlfriend. We were out on a hike, and after 7 years, I finally moved in with her. She's the landlord, moved into her house, and it's really hard, but I come up with the rent every month, and I make sure that I make a couple of deposits just to keep her happy. So, but you know, my life. I was married for 20 years. Took 2 women, 25 years to do it. So, with the first wife went water skiing with her dad on Lake Lanier. He brought one of his friends and his family. And that family consisted of a wife that was younger than his oldest daughter and a passel of kids. I don't know how many kids, there's a whole passel of them. And they wanted to go out on a boat because they'd never been in a boat before. So we went out, gather them all up, get them on the boat, find out none of them could swim. So we made sure they all had a chair, seat on the boat, made sure their life jackets were on. They were a little bit nervous. I was a little bit nervous because I was on the boat with a whole bunch of people that couldn't swim. So gave everybody a little piece of gum, made sure everybody had it, calmed them down a little bit. And we're out there cruising along. And they said, we want to see somebody water ski. We've never seen anybody water ski. What? They've never been on a boat. So of course they didn't see anybody water ski. I didn't water ski, but I said, this could be fun. So I get up there and I start water skiing. I get up and I'm cruising over, jumping the wake and crashing and banging. And every time I came back, the boat come around, I'd say, still got my gum. And we go off, we do it again. And I'm outside the wake, I'm skiing along, and all of a sudden I look up, can't hardly see because I don't have my glasses on. And that'd be stupid if I had my glasses on when I was trying to water ski. But I look up and there's a sheer bank. And we're headed straight towards that bank. And my father-in-law is looking back at me, not where he's going. And I'm thinking, this isn't going to end good. And all of a sudden he looks forward and he turns that boat, and the bottom of the boat smacks the shore. Everybody comes flying out except for him. He'd get caught on the windshield, cut his neck and bleeding all over the place. And it wasn't bad, but he survived. With all these kids here all over the place. So the boat finally wraps around, and his ex-wife looks at me and says, shit, we got to get these kids back in the boat. So we're tossing the kids back in the boat. The oldest one's petrified, hanging out of the side of the boat, and she's not going to go anywhere. She's 1.5 feet from the end of the boat, and there's a ladder. We got to get this kid up and over. Well, we get her in. I don't know if she's talked since then, and that was like 25 years ago. But then, you know, we finally get all the kids in there. Little one, she's about 4 years old. She jumps up in the middle of the boat and said, still got my gun. So it's, you know, it was great. But it's like, how many kids? Did we get them all? Did we get all the kids? I don't know. There was a passel of them. Did you count? I didn't count. Nobody counted. And I had no idea how many pieces of gum I had, so I couldn't figure out how many kids. But they were all happy, and you know, I don't water ski anymore. So, that's all I got. Thanks.